Hey guys, Johnny and Daniel back again, and it's Wednesday. So we have our comic book day, basically.
Comic book review, yeah.
Yep. So we have two issues today.
Yep.
First is Titans Rebirth.
Titans Rebirth.
And Batman numero uno.
Batman number 1.
First, let's dive into Titans. Obviously, you see on the front, Wally West, Ginger Wally West, is back. That obviously ties into the DC Universe Rebirth special.
Yep.
And basically here we see how he's going to try to reconnect to his old Teen Titans friends.
Yeah, first he runs into Nightwing.
Yep.
Runs into Nightwing. And he's basically like, whoa, who are you? And he's like, oh, he doesn't remember me.
Yeah.
Barry remembers me, but nobody else remembers me.
At that moment, the other members come in and they're all like, oh, whoa, what's going on here? And so they think that he's, you show that one.
Yep.
They think that he's, attacking Dick, but obviously Wally's just trying to communicate with them. And so basically how the issue plays out is as this little scuffle is going on, his Speed Force is basically tapping into each of them as he's fighting them.
He's electrocuting them, basically. Like,
yeah.
He has this little sparks that fly out.
Yeah, and it triggers memories of them hanging out before he disappeared.
He realizes this, and then he's like, oh, I'm just going to let them touch me. So they all basically jump on and pile on one by one. And they all remember. And this whole issue basically is them realizing that they need to work together. And that there is a big issue going on. And somebody's taking their good memories away from them.
Yeah. It's a really heartwarming issue in a lot of ways because you see at the very beginning, they give you a little glimpse of what they were.
Yeah, so what do you rate it?
I give this a... I'd say this is kind of one of the stronger rebirths for me. I'd say it's a 4.5 out of 5.
I'll give it a 4 out of 5. It was good. There wasn't too much action other than them just remembering, but this is, number 1, so that's kind of what you expect.
And next we have Batman number 1.
This book opens on an airplane. No special characters, nobody really that we know. Batman is then talking to Commissioner Gordon on a rooftop, and he basically says, only the Secretary of Defense and me and you know about this raid, and they stole 3 surface-to-air missiles. They tracked 2 of them down, but there was one in Gotham. They didn't know where it was.
Yeah, it's in Gotham, which is obviously a problem.
And they're talking, and you can see, okay, it goes from the airplane to them talking.
Yeah.
The airplane's in the background.
It's really clever.
And then all of a sudden you see these, it was really well done.
Yeah, I really like that. And so you see it in the background, and then all of a sudden you see the missile going up, and bam.
They're still talking, you can just see it in the background.
It hits the airplane, and obviously Commissioner Gordon's like, oh shit. And then he's like, Batman, we need to... And then Batman's gone, of course. He's already taken off. He's talking to Alfred. He's talking to Duke from the Rebirth.
Yep, and he's in the Batmobile.
He's like, call the Justice League, get Superman over here, get Hal Jordan over here. We need to stop this airplane from crashing.
And they're not available.
They're not available.
So he's like, I'm gonna have to do this on my own.
And this airplane is going to land in a heavily populated area. It's a Saturday night. It's like some big plaza. And if it crashes, thousands of people are going to die. So, one of my favorite moments of this issue is Duke basically tells him all these different calculations, and he's like, you have to be there in 52 seconds. Cut. 52 seconds later, he's in the Batmobile, he's racing. All of a sudden, he goes off a bridge, and then
he ejects himself.
You see him.
This is sick.
He's flying through there.
Yeah, this is sick.
I was smiling so hard when I read that. I was like, this is crazy. Like, what's he gonna do?
Batman lands on the airplane, and he's like, Alfred, I'm on the airplane. He's like, of course you are. Why wouldn't you be on the airplane? And he's basically doing these...
Commissioner Gordon, actually.
Commissioner Gordon, yeah. And they start doing these calculations, figuring out where it should land, how they're going to do it. They don't really know what Batman has planned. He pulls out these little rocket launchers type things, whatever, booster packs basically, and he puts them on the wings, and he's like, I'm gonna steer this plane.
He basically says he's gonna try to steer.
He's gonna steer this plane
away from the heavily populated area and into the water, the bay, basically.
And Alfred comes over towards the end of the issue, and he's like, the airplane's gonna get destroyed, but the passengers will be okay. But to do this, you have to be on the outside of the plane. And he's like, I know, I'm ready to sacrifice myself.
Yeah, but he's willing. Yeah, he's willing to give his life to save thousands of Gothamites, basically. And there's a really somber couple of pages where him and Alfred are kind of having a back and forth, and he's like, tell the boys, obviously referring to Dick and Jason and Tim Drake, I have messages for them, hand those out. And he's asking, do you think my parents would be proud? And it's another really, powerful moment I really liked. And then the plane's just about to crash.
And it hits the water for like a split second in one frame. And then
all of a sudden
it starts lifting up.
And you see people underneath it.
People, Superman, and like Green Lantern, something. It cuts. It's not them. I thought it was them.
Oh.
I thought it was them. Last page. Not really sure what to expect from this.
My jaw dropped when I saw this.
Gotham and Gotham Girl.
Gotham and Gotham
And they were on the cover, and I never thought. I was just like, I was getting emotional. I was like, oh man, Batman's about to sacrifice himself.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, oh, Superman. Oh, wait, there's a Superman?
Nah.
Who are these people?
I think people kind of did forget about them, even though they're on the cover. I'm like, these people, how are they gonna, be fit into the story? I was like, these guys, they're pretty much regular crime fighters like Batman, right? Mm-hmm. No, they're not. These people are flying. They have super strength. I don't know where the hell this is going, but I cannot wait to read the second issue because I'm completely. I was blown away by the finale to this.
To wrap this all up, I give this a 5 out of 5. What do you give?
I give it 5 out of 5 as well.
Really
It's
good.
fantastic. Yeah.
This is what a comic book can be. There's not a ton of dialogue. It's a lot of like awesome artwork, and it just hits you. Like he didn't even have to really say anything about his parents or being proud of him.
Yeah.
He just said, "Will my parents be proud?"
Yeah.
And it was just like,
yeah. Finch's art is great. I know some people are kind of skeptical. I saw online, but I really like it. And Tom King, people were worried about Scott Snyder. Probably the greatest Batman run of all time. He's leaving now, and Tom King, up and coming, he knocks out of the park with this issue. So I have all the faith in the world in him going forward. Super excited. This is a great week for comics. Can't wait for next week.
Yeah, guys. Every Wednesday or Thursday, we might get the video up, but definitely in the middle of the week, we will be covering all the new issues. Please subscribe and watch our videos. Thanks for watching.